Hey, what's up guys? The Team Liquid World Champion Igor has a brand new cycle deck that he's playing at number 7 in the world. While everyone is spamming archers everywhere because they're unbelievably overpowered, Igor has devised a way to counter them. With the combo of Goldenite Tornado, you can line up your opponent's units directly towards their tower and load up a ton of damage. And if they've got bait cards like Goblin Gangs and Archers, those typically strong cards will be terrible for the opponent. And with the dependable direct damage of Minor Poison, you can always close out games after getting one good dash. It's cool to finally see a new deck emerge at the top of ladder because I was sick of seeing archers absolutely everywhere. If you don't have Goldenite, use Dark Prince instead. It's time to test out the World Champion's top new cycle deck and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to make all of the daily videos possible. Yo, this guy finished 493 in the world. What's up, dude? He's hailing all the way from Brazil. So I'm gonna go for an Ice Spirit here and a Miner, and we'll see what he's cooking. Definitely want to get some nice damage. He's gonna go for minions, so typically when we see that, it'll either be a giant deck with minions and a really aggressive deck, or it'll be like a Lava Hound deck. Sometimes there's other decks, but that's typically what we're used to seeing. So it could be Giant Double Prince. After we see the Dark Prince and the minions, that's what I'm gonna lean towards saying. So I'm going to go in for the counter of the Dark Prince's dash, and then we should be able to go for a poison on top of the Musketeer as well. So Goldenite's going to be a really healthy boy trotting down the right-hand side, and he's going to go for the Giant as expected. Giant Double Prince it is. Maybe it's Giant Graveyard, though. Ooh, yeah, it could be Giant. Yup. Okay. All right. Yo, I might have messed up a little bit, guys. I cycled my poison on the Musketeer. He jebaited me, and he went in for a Graveyard instantaneously. Fortunately for us, the Phoenix attacks quite quick. So even though I was in a less than desirable situation, it wasn't deplorable. We were able to salvage the situation and get back into even footing with our opponent. If he decides to go in for a Skeleton Army, we can Tornado. I wish I was a little bit faster there, so then the Phoenix would be able to lock on guaranteed. Oh, it still did. Let's go. He missed the snowball. That's so nice. That makes me happy. Top 400 player in the world that runs Giant Graveyard still misses snowballs. You love to see it. I'm going to go in for the Goldenite ability because after he uses his Dark Prince and he doesn't end up having Skeleton Army in cycle, the Goldenite is guaranteed to dash onto the tower. So that just shows you, if you guys know what your opponent's card cycle is and you know what their deck is, you can assess the situation and know if your Goldenite dash is actually going to give you value, so you'll be preemptive and aggressive with it when you know that they don't have ground defenses available. In that specific situation, I knew what I wanted and I took it because his card cycle was horrible. I'm going to go in for a Phoenix in the back, just in case he wants to go in this side. Otherwise, I'd love to go for Skeletons here. Okay, that's totally fine for me. We can go in for the Phoenix, too. It's just going to go back towards the Giant, so I think he massively overcommitted. We can go in for an Ice Spirit here. Notice how the Skeletons were able to squelch that Musketeer. And wait, I think he's going to go in for a Skeleton Army here. So let's try to make a play. I want to go for a Phoenix, and then I want to go in for a Goldenite. Because he just cycled his Dark Prince, he only has Skeleton Army, right? So we can go in for a Miner, and then we can poison on top of the Skeleton Army and hit it. No! He didn't fall prey to our way. Wait, it's still going to be fine. The Goldenite's going to dash because he's not going to be able to do much. Like, what is he going to do? Is he going to drop the Skeleton Army and lose it like that? Yeah, I guess that was his play. Jeez, this is just making Giant Graveyard players squirm. They don't know what to do. They're just completely in shambles right now. Also, if you guys are sick and tired of playing against Graveyard decks and you're like, wait, what am I supposed to do? You can cycle back to poisons quite quickly. As you guys noted right there, I was able to get back to the poison despite dropping out on offense like 2 seconds earlier. Especially since you have Skeletons, Ice Spirit, and the quick card cycle with the champion, you're able to get back to poisons faster than almost any other deck in the game. I wouldn't advise poisoning in single elixir though, because you won't get back to poison quick enough. In double elixir, when you have enough elixir and a champion on the map, you can go in for poisons on Musketeers, get back to another one on defense against the Graveyard, and shut down your opponent to make them feel helpless. And that win helped us climb up to 5,400 in the world. Let's go. This guy's gonna have the double swords in his banner, so we're ready to chop through his tower with the Goldenite. You guys know the deal. That's what we like to do, using Goldenite as a win condition. It's just a very unbelievably unfair card if you have Tornado in the deck. So we're going to go in for a Miner here in the safe spot. He's probably going to go and drop something on that because, you know, everyone's like, well, that's the spot people drop their Miners in because they don't want to have the King Tower activated. So he's going to have Goblin Giant. Ooh, this has got to be a Sparky deck. I am psyched for this matchup because the Goldenite dash can nullify the Sparky shot if you guys play it correctly. I'm also going to go for an Ice Spirit here so that we can finish off the Mega Minion and then hopefully be able to stun everything a little bit longer. Good stuff. 3, 3, 3, 3. That's a ton of threes out here. Let's go. Wait, what if I go for a Tornado and pull the Hunter to the other side? And then we go for the Golden Knight dash, and we crash, and we bash, and we slam that tower. Let's go, baby. Those are the type of cheese plays that you could do with Tornado that make this game so fun or frustrating, depending on what side of the coin you're on. You can go in for skeletons here and get back to another Phoenix and blast that Dark Prince into oblivion. We're going to drag him to the darkness, into the Shadow Realm. You can't touch my pristine 3-3-3-3 tower. What are you thinking you can do out here, man? You're devil if you want to change that pristine HP. Okay, I just want to keep my tower alive. I just want to keep it a healthy 3-3-3-3. For every intent, I just don't even care about my right-hand tower. I just care about the left one. For the memes. I'm gonna go for the Golden Knight here. I don't think that was really the smartest decision of my life, but I felt like I needed to be able to go and counter the Spear Goblins. Oh, didn't dash out of the tower. Notice how I dropped the dash immediately because I'm like, he's got a Sparky deck, right? His cards are very clunky, so he probably won't have a good answer here. Dude, that Ice Spirit was so nice. It made the Hunter miss, and then it also was able to dash onto both things at once. It hit the Hunter and the Dark Prince, and it wasted the Hunter's shots. The Hunter must hate me right now. That was 8 elixir that got destroyed by 1 elixir. I don't think I've ever done that before. That was the best Ice Spirit of my life. Okay, we're going to go in for a Golden Knight here. Why hasn't he Sparkied? That's a real question that I don't have an answer for. Probably has Lightning, so I want to go for really high bomb tower so he's not able to hit everything at once. Yeah, I was expecting him to want a Lightning and everything, so I was like, let's not give you Lightning value on the weaker tower, you know? It's not even the weaker tower. It's the tower that I want to protect, to be honest. I'm such a troll. I gave him the ability to like lightning the weaker tower. Oh my gosh. I really stayed true to my word or something. All right, we're gonna go for a poison, and then we can go in for like a tornado here depending on what we want. Yeah, I think that's gonna be best. So then the Phoenix is able to pop and finish off the Sparky. What the heck? Dude, the Sparky died before it even crossed the bridge because the bomb tower splash is able to hit the Goblin Giant, and then it also locks onto the Sparky as well. My man's living in his own personal hell. Let's go, baby. We're going to tornado you and blow you down, and hopefully you don't leave the game with a frown. But that was a really fun game. Probably not for our opponent, but as you guys can see, this is one of my favorite decks to play in the meta. And it would have been even better if he had archers, because that would have been another prime candidate for us to dash onto every single time. Yo, this guy finished 300 in the world. Let's go. So top of the world player, let's hear top of the world tactics. I'm going to go in for a miner here, try to get some damage, and we're going to go head first into a knight. Not the way we wanted to play, but we will show you the Golden Knight. So maybe the Knights can fight in the middle, and we'll see who's stronger. Obviously, my tower is definitely not the defining definition of annoyance for our opponent, because the Golden Knight is going to stay alive a lot longer then. Also, if you guys didn't know, skeletons fully counter wall breakers if you drop your skeletons fast enough directly down the middle. That's what I did, and I got a great trade. Because we have a matchup where we're playing against minor wall breakers, I'm going to use my tornado on offense so I can guarantee I get more value and 500 damage on the tower. Usually, I don't want to go in for a poison too soon here because if our opponent goes in for wall breakers and then also spams a lot of elixir, it could be a conundrum for me. But because I waited for as long as possible and I knew what his deck was, I was able to get away with just a bomb tower to get a huge positive elixir trade against all of his other stuff. Then I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit here on the other side, so then the mortar misses a couple times, and then he's going to have to go for goblins, and the goblins get one shot by the Phoenix. They won't get damage on my tower anyway. They are going to distract my Phoenix, though. I think that he loses the archers as well, so that's nice. The mortar, however, is not something I expected in this deck. Typically, when you see someone that has wall breakers in a minor deck, they're almost always going to have bomb towers. So I didn't calibrate myself to deal with a card like that because I didn't expect it to be in his deck. Normally, they just don't have that, so I took damage just with a higher probability play. If I take damage, I'm okay with that, you know? Like, if I'm playing against a weirder deck and they get an advantage because I expect them to be running the deck that I see 99% of the time, that's okay for me. That's fine losing a little bit of damage. Just bounce back with a Miner and Ice Spirit and see what we can do here. I'm going to go for Skeletons as well, and the Mortar should lock onto the Miner afterward as well, after missing the Skeletons for a while. Then I'm going to go in for a Golden Knight in the back. Wait, what's that mortar even shooting? Like, literally, what was that mortar shooting? His mortar shot like 10 years later. That's crazy. That was pretty funny. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to kill the mortar without it getting a shot on my tower, but you never know. Sometimes the mortar shoots when it's not alive either. It's one of the more clunky cards in Clash Royale that Clash Royale really has to figure out, you know? The targeting on that thing just does not make sense. So since we already activated King Tower, I can do this, and then I can go for a miner and rather the safe spot more so than anything else. I'm going to tornado back his stuff. I'm going to use the Golden Knight dash with this one goblin. The goblin thought he was helping, but the goblin hurt him. Let's go. Isn't that funny when your own units want to help, but in the end, they just like throw you in the worst possible situation? That's what happens when you play against Golden Knight. I'm going to go for a bomb tower here because I want the bomb tower to be able to distract, hopefully. That would be nice. Yeah, the bomb tower will distract. I guess I can go in for a Golden Knight last second. It should target the skeleton before hitting my Golden Knight, so that's nice. I don't know if it's going to hit my tower, though. I don't know if it's going to splash onto my tower. Sometimes it splashes onto the tower and the Golden Knight at the same time. You're just like, please don't do this to me right now. I didn't sign up for this. So we can go for an Ice Spirit here in the back because that's more likely where he's going to drop it. We've got 3 Phoenixes on the map. The Phoenix Eye. Let's go. It's a whole murder of Phoenix right now. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I haven't seen that since the original release of Phoenix. How often do you guys see that? We just unlocked a new achievement in Clash Royale. Jeez, there should be achievements like get 5 Phoenix on the map and then you get a certain amount of gems. That would be so cool if Clash Royale did that. All right, we're going to go in for a Golden Knight here, and then I want to go in for a Miner. And then maybe we can go in for a Poison depending on what he does. Typically, we want to just continuously poison the goblin so that we can get back to poison and then get some type of value from it. We're to Ice Spirit here, so then the mortar is going to guarantee to be distracted by the skeletons. And then we're to go in for a poison and then win the game with this mortar. So the mortar is just going to not do anything. It's just dead. I love that the mortar is still shooting nothing. At the very end, it started the exact way it finished. The mortar consistently missing everything. And with that W, we didn't miss our chance to climb up, and we're solidly at 4,100 in the world. So this guy's got the Nutcracker banner, and I'm ready to crack open his towers. So wait, are you serious? I don't have my tornado and you go for a skeleton barrel early? Dude, I hate you. I hate the fact that you did that. That's a -1 trade for me, and I didn't get to seize the opportunity of a juicy, easy King Tower activation. That Lumberjack is weird. I think he wanted to waste more elixir or something. I think he thought he could bypass the bomb tower. But the bomb tower's range is too long, bro. And that felt so wrong. I love the fact that he's also emoting as well after he makes a misplay. It's cool when people are like lighthearted whenever they make mess ups, because I am too, you know? Like you can't always put Oh my gosh! That is such a joke! It hit the tower too! I was just trying to kill the bats and do some extra damage out here, but we got way more than I wanted. That's better. This game is crazy. We're going to go for an Ice Spirit here as well, just to get some extra value. And I am feeling very confident about our situation, but it's a Mega Knight deck, so you got to be scared a little bit. If he gets one good push, you might get finessed. All right, the great thing about our deck is we can always go for Phoenix in the same side as his Mega Knight, and we can stack up a ton of them. That's our main damage dealer in this deck. Phoenix and distract with bomb towers, Ice Spirits, skeletons. That's kind of how I like to play. So, yeah, I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm immediately going to poison. I just do not want to lose to a cannon cart right now. Oh, it's like Clash Royale listen to me and they're like, yeah, what you didn't want is exactly what's going to happen right now, Jake. Okay, so the Phoenix might lock onto the tower. I don't know if it's going to work out. At least kill some of the bats. It didn't kill any of the bats. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Well, we can activate King Tower with this Electro Wizard. If you guys didn't know this placement, it's very fun to do. You can only do it if the Electro Wizard is at full HP. A lot of people don't know that. So we're teaching you guys. Don't do that if the Electro Wizard got touched at all, because it doesn't work then. Only works in that particular situation. So I'm going to go in for a Phoenix in the back and the same side as his Giant Skeleton, and then we can go in for some other stuff afterward. So how are we going to defend this? We've got Bomb Tower and Poison, so I think we've got decent defenses, but at the same time, his deck is so freaking toxic. So, yeah, I got to poison this immediately. So then the skeletons are going to die, hopefully. The Lumberjack is going to be annoying. We want the Giant Skeleton to pop a little bit further away. The Phoenix should be able to kill everything. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit just for good measure so the cannon cart doesn't sneak and slip on its way through. All right, cool. That's the defense that we want. With the King Tower activated, we clean up the skeletons a little bit more efficiently. We cycle a Golden Knight in the back so we can cycle back to multiple iterations of our Phoenix. And I'm vibing right now. I'm feeling it right now. This is what I wanted all along. And our opponent's crying so hard. He's like, good luck. Well, I guess I did get some good luck with the matchup, but, you know, I think I earned my damage. I definitely earned my damage, bro. Oh, this is not going well. I would have pre-poisoned because I thought you were going to go in for a clone. You decided not to. We can do this, and then we can go for skeletons, and we should be fine. I don't have to spend any extra elixir, and then I can go for a miner. So we are just cycling miners like a madman. Watch as the bomb tower hits the Electro Wizard as well. So fun to have that happen. And then we can tornado to keep the Phoenix alive at 0 HP again. Oh my gosh. This Phoenix, it's the troll. It's the ultimate troll bird. Look at that. He's saying good luck. He's so annoyed. I love it. He's raging it, but it doesn't kill my Phoenix. Phoenix is going to respawn. Yo, it's the big bird. Small bird. It's the every bird. Oh my gosh. I love this game. It's so much fun playing games like this. Even if I lose, it's just a fun game. Like, this is hilarious. All right, we're going to tornado here, and then I think that we should be able to kill everything else with skeletons afterward. He might rage up the cannon cart, but I'm pretty sure it's going to die to the bomb tower. Free poison value. I appreciate you. And I'm going to miner because I want the Phoenix to respawn. If the Phoenix respawns, it's going to win me the game. I want this Phoenix to be the saving grace of the game. I need it to be the saving grace. Respawn, respawn, respawn. Let's go. What if I tornadoed it back and the Phoenix won me the game? All right, he's going to go in for a shenanigans with clone. It's totally fine. We can do this. We can miner. We can ice spirit. And we can get back to another golden knight if we need to. But I think the 1 HP Phoenix has got this on lock. Jeez, guys, have you seen how many Phoenixes I have? Also, he's got like Mega Knight with Giant Skeleton. Can we talk about how crazy this deck is? Like, how do you even invent a deck like this? Like, how do you come up with this? I want to know. All right, so I should be fine here. I'm not going to spend any extra elixir. I should just be able to go in for like a tornado on the bats because he's probably going to clone them up. And then I want to go in for a miner here. And then I want to Electro Wizard counter with a Ice Spirit, Skeletons, and then go in for all this other spam. We're back to another miner out here, guys. Look at how many miners we got on the tower. The Phoenix is still alive. It's not even dead yet. It's a complete meme. This is by far the most fun game I've played all day. GG and well played. If you guys hate playing against clone decks and sometimes it's annoying, it makes it a fun experience when you've got so many defensive answers available. Meanwhile, there's no way they can stop your direct sources of damage with miner, poison, and the delectable Golden Knight dash with the tornado lining everything up. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an incredible rest of your day.